What is up, everybody? It is AJ here, and in today's video we're going to do a quick unboxing and review of the HEYMIX 20 watt USB-C and USB-A charger. So the reason we're going to go through this charger here is that it is one of the most popular chargers on Amazon. I've had this thing recommended to me for quite a while, and I figured for $16.99 including delivery, I might as well try it out because it seems to offer a few benefits over, of course, the Apple original which it's based on. It is a 20 watt USB-C and USB-A charger that looks almost identical to the Apple 20 watt USB-C charger, but it comes in at about half the price, and it offers, of course, more functionality because it has two, not one, USB ports, which means you can charge twice as many products with the same charger. Of course, if you look at the HEYMIX charger and you put it right next to the Apple USB-C 20 watt charger, they look almost identical, and you wouldn't be mistaken if you actually confuse the two. If I hold these up right now and ask you to compare which is which, I don't think you could tell. Of course, in my left hand side it is the HEYMIX. We can tell because on one side it does have the branding and it does offer USB-A and USB-C, and then the right hand side is of course the Apple one, which is a little bit more sleek. It doesn't have as much branding on it, and it has the one USB-C charging port, but other than that they look almost identical. HEYMIX has done a really good job of copying the Apple design down from the size, the height of these things, the colors. You can see they go white, then they've got the off-white, then white, and then of course the connection port. So they've done a really good job at copying Apple's original design. One thing you do note is that when you're holding them, the Apple actually does have these two indentations to easily grab with your hands, whereas the HEYMIX is just a flat surface, but that's okay, it's not too much of an issue. Apple just go that extra mile to make it that even better user experience. The other thing you can notice when holding them both side by side is that the Apple charger feels about twice as heavy. I don't have my scales here to weigh them and compare them, but there is a big weight difference between the two. The HEYMIX feels really quite light, whereas the Apple one has a bit more weight to it, feels that little bit more premium. I'm not actually sure what the weight difference is actually attributed to, because in terms of performance they are very, very similar. So of course they are both 20 watts, they are both USB-C, but the HEYMIX does have USB-A charging as well. When you do compare though, the 20 watt charging, fast charging on Apple versus the HEYMIX, there is actually almost no difference if you're using the USB-C port. The Apple one does charge my iPhone that little bit faster, but honestly, if you just had one of these chargers and weren't doing a comparison, you would almost not notice any difference, with the HEYMIX being a few minutes slower to give it a full charge. Really not a big difference at all. Of course, the HEYMIX does have the big benefit over the Apple in the fact that it has the USB-A charger as well as USB-C, meaning you can charge two things from the one charger. If you wanted to charge a USB-A and a USB-C device off the Apple chargers, you'd of course need the 20 watt charger, which we have here, and then a separate 5 watt charger as well. With the HEYMIX, of course, you're getting both of these in one nice neat package. One thing I do want to note though is that if you are charging two devices in the HEYMIX, you are not getting 20 watts through both ports. You're getting about 7.5, so about 15 in total. That means if you want true fast charging through USB-C, you can only have one thing plugged in that USB-C port at once. But even still, if you're charging two things at once, there is a lot of convenience in having two things plugged into the one charger. I'm traveling tomorrow, and I know that I'm just going to bring the HEYMIX with me because the less things I have to carry, the better. And this means I can charge both my phone and my camera with the one charger, and I just need to bring separate cables instead of having to bring my phone charger and then of course a camera charger. So why would somebody buy the HEYMIX charger over the Apple original? I think there's a few reasons. One is the convenience of charging multiple devices through the one port. The other one being you don't actually care about branding all that much. The Apple charger is nice because of course it is an Apple first party product, but if you just want a nice simple charger that of course looks good, that copies the Apple design, the HEYMIX charger is probably the best one on the market right now because it's about half the price, gives you pretty much all the functionality of the USB-C charger from Apple, but it also gives you that USB-A charging as well. I actually think it is a really cool looking product, obviously because they've copied Apple. I haven't had any issues with it. One thing I do want to note is that because it is a lot lighter, it may have a tendency to break easier, but even that I don't think is much of an issue because I don't think I've ever broken a charger, and if you do, it is only half the price of the Apple equivalent. And that also means that if you need to charge a whole bunch of things, instead of buying multiple Apple chargers, you could actually get 2 of these for the price of 1 Apple Original, and you can charge 4 products instead of just 2. If you are of course concerned with it being a knockoff brand and not much known about it, then I wouldn't recommend getting the HEYMIX charger, just because you may have concerns about what this product can do. I, however, think it's been a great little charger, and I think the convenience that it gives outweighs the Apple branding and of course the nice heavy design, because this thing is just easy. Pop it in the bag, charge 2 things at once, and it just works really, really well. I hope you guys found this review of the 20-watt HEYMIX charger useful. If you did, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, and if you want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.